In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 best budget cards at each position right now in NBA 2K23. My team is my top 5 best budget point guards, top 5 best budget shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. And yeah, I just want to get you guys this video so you guys can see what are the top 5 best budget cards at each position right now in the game. And I do consider a budget card to be any card under 35,000 MT. So first off, talking about the top 5 best budget point guards in the game, I think number 1 easily has to go to Nikola Jokic. I mean, this card is an absolute beast. The fact that you can find Jokic for only 20k is such good value. 6'11" at point guard, 7'3" wingspan. We know he's still going to be a top tier defender, mainly due to his size and his player model. He's a really good defender in game and has a great jump shot, especially for a 6'11" card in the game that can play point guard with the Eric Paschall Bays Oscar upper on very quick timing, and also does have great dribble sigs and great dunk packages. So I think Jokic for sure going to be the best budget point guard currently in my team. At number 2, I do have the Titans Ben Simmons, still going to be a really good defensive point guard, and is also 6'11" at point guard, 7' wingspan. Probably has the best player model in the game right now for a point guard. Elite level defender. He's got a 90 block, 95 steal, 97 perimeter, 95 interior defense. Yes, he's going to have a slow jump shot and a baited release, but still, I think he brings great size and defense to the budget point guard position. Now at number 3, I think is probably going to be Amen Thompson. I just think he's an amazing all-around point guard for about 15k. Ben Simmons is about 10k. Amen Thompson is about 15,000 MT, 6'7" at point guard, 7' wingspan, and can just do everything at such a high level. He can defend at a high level. He's super fast, great at getting to the basket, has a great jump shot with the D Rose base Steph Curry upper on very quick timing, and also elite level dribble sigs and the best dunk packages right now in the game. So Amen Thompson, I think, is going to be the 3rd best budget point guard. And then at number 4, I do have the Dark Matter Luka Doncic, a card that's about, I think, around 10,000 MT, somewhere in like the 10 to 15k price range. He's going to be 6'7" at point guard, 6'8" wingspan, and we know Luka still brings that top tier offense with the KPJ base Rudy Gay upper on very quick timing, and still going to be one of the best offensive point guards. But then to round out my top 5 best budget point guards in the game, my top 5 best budget point guards in the game is going to be Dark Matter Ron Artest, 6'7" at the 1, going to be an elite level defender, and yeah, still has a great jump shot, pretty good dribble sigs, but these are going to be my top 5 best budget point guards. Now going on to the top 5 best budget shooting guards. For number 1 and 2, I still think it's got to be Tracy McGrady and Tim Thomas. I mean, both these cards you can find for like around 15,000 MT or below, and are going to be such good offensive cards. You take a look at Tim Thomas, 6'10" at shooting guard, 7'2" wingspan. You guys most likely know in the game by now, you know, what these cards can do and why they're so good offensively. So they're going to be the top 2 best budget shooting guards. At number 3 though, I think you got to go Kevin Garnett, just because of his size at the shooting guard position. Right, 6'11" at shooting guard, 7'2" wingspan, an elite level defender, 98 block, 95 steal, 95 perimeter, 98 interior defense. He's going to have that speed and athleticism as well to go alongside the defense, and then still has a pretty good jump shot and great dribble sig. So if you're looking for a budget shooting guard to be a really good defender, I think Kevin Garnett is one of the best pickups. And then at the number 4 spot, another really good defensive shooting guard is going to be Dark Matter AK, 6'9" at the 2, 7' wingspan, and is an elite level perimeter defender. But then to round out the top 5 best budget shooting guards, I do think is going to be Dark Matter Rudy Gay. Just an absolute beast of a card all around. He can do everything at such a high level. 6'8" at shooting guard, 7'3" wingspan. Really good defensive card. Has one of the easier jump shots to green in my opinion. So just an absolute beast for a budget shooting guard. But now going on to the top 5 best budget small forwards in the game. Number 1, I still think is going to be Kevin Garnett. Can play shooting guard at such a high level, but also be an amazing small forward with his defense and his size. At number 2, I do have Big Z. Because of his size, his height, his wingspan, and his player model, he's going to be a 7'3" small forward with a 7'6" wingspan. So that's going to prove to be so helpful to have on your court and just be an absolute monster on the defensive end. At number 3 though, I do have Karl Malone, just a really good all-around small forward. He can defend at a high level, knock down threes, play make, you know, be quick and athletic. There's nothing Karl Malone really can't do. At number 4, I do have AK-47 just because of his defense. Once again, like Kevin Garnett, just such good defenders for a budget price tag, right? Big Z's maybe about 20k. Karl Malone's under 10k, and then you got AK, who's about 15 to 20,000 MT. But then to round out my top 5 best budget small forwards, I think it's going to be Jonathan Isaac, just because of his size at small forward, right? Being 6'11" at the small forward position is going to be super helpful. 7'2" wingspan, and is a really good perimeter defender. So if you're just looking for a lockdown card for a budget price tag at small forward, I think Jonathan Isaac going to be one of the best in the game. Now going on to the top 5 best budget power forwards, I feel like you can't get much better than Anderson Varejao. Just an absolute beast of an overall card, really has no flaws. He's 6'11" at power forward, 7'3" wingspan. He's going to give you that top tier defense. He's super quick and athletic, and then he's got one of my favorite jump shots in the game with the Montrezl Harrell base, Oscar upper on very quick timing, great dribble sigs, great dunk packages, perfect defensive tendencies. Don't think you can get really much better than Anderson Varejao. Now at the number 2 spot, I do think is going to be Dark Matter Kristaps, followed up behind the Dark Matter D-Rob. I think both these cards at power forward are going to be elite cards, especially for their price. You can find this Kristaps for only about 20k, 7'3" at power forward, 7'6" wingspan, and is a really good stretch 4, able to space out the court a ton, knock down threes at high level. And then you got David Robinson, who just has that size and is a really good defender at the power forward position. And then on number 4, I do have Marcus Saul, a really well balanced power forward, a really well balanced budget power forward. He's 7'1" at power forward, 7'4" wingspan. He can defend, he's fairly quick, has a good jump shot, can finish around the rim, just an all-around beast of a budget card. And then to round out my top 5 best budget power forwards in the game, I do think is going to be Dark Matter Dirk, just because of his, offensive ability and how fast of a jump shot he has at the power forward position. He's 7'1", 7'3" wingspan, has that Bielitsa base, Tim Duncan upper on very quick timing. He's just a really good all-around offensive power forward, once again for a budget price tag. But now to go on to my top 5 best budget centers in the game. Now this is where I do have an exception for the price. So Mark Eden and Ralph Sampson right now in Xbox are about 35 to 40k, maybe a little bit more, depends when you're checking the auction house. So they might be a tad bit more than budget cards for centers, but there's really not that many good budget centers in the game. Like, these are the only 2 actual primary centers that are a budget price tag that are going to be tall enough and good enough centers to compete with the Manute Bulls, the Yao Mings, the Rick Smiths, the Taco Falls, the Victor Wembanyama's. So if you're building a budget team or you want affordable or cheaper centers, the only 2 options you have is Mark Eden, who's 7'4" at center, 7'7" wingspan, and is a really good interior defender for a giant card. And then your other choice would be Ralph Sampson. So even though they might be a little bit more expensive than a budget card, I still wanted to put them in this top 5 because I feel like if you're trying to build a budget team or a cheaper squad, you kind of need to have Ralph Sampson or Mark Eden in your lineup, or you're just going to be way too undersized. Now at number 3 though, I still have the Dark Matter Kristaps. I think the 16-bit version is still a really good offensive center card, who's still going to be 7'3", 7'6" wingspan. So I feel like still has enough size to be able to compete against some of the taller centers in the game. At number 4, for the 4th best budget center, I think is going to be Dark Matter D-Rob. Once again, there's just not too many great cards, so Kristaps got to be a power forward, and D-Rob's got to be a power forward and also center as well. And then to round out the top 5 best budget centers in the game, just due to his size and his player model, I think is going to be Arvydas Sabonis, because he's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan and going to be a really good interior defender. But yeah guys, that's going to be my top 5 best budget cards at each position. So these are my top 5 best budget point guards, top 5 best budget shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. But hopefully you guys did enjoy, and let me know your guys' favorite budget cards right now in season number 8, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.